Good morning, teacher. Good morning, students. My name is Camila Nera, and this is my fifth video about a lesson plan that I will approach with my students. The topic of this lesson is a teach world. This class will be elaborated with the first baccalaureate. The duration of the class will last 45 minutes. The proficiency level is elementary A2.2. And the lesson plan designer is my person, Camila Nera Rodriguez. First of all, to plan a lesson plan, it is very important to always focus on objectives, which is really important because then we are going to able to plan very detailed the class, and we are also going to focus on all the skills. The skills that I will focus in this class are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It's important that all students have the opportunity to do all these 4 skills in the lesson plan and apply them into the different activities that I will plan for the class. First of all, in the listening objective, students are going to be able to hear and recognize new vocabulary, which is phrasal verbs and making wishes. Speaking objectives are students are going to be able to speak about their wishes using new words. Making are the wish verbs, is the use of the wish verb, and the reading objective is that students are going to be able to identify new vocabulary and apply it in the working activities, which is the phrasal verb. And the writing, students are going to be able to write about wishes and the use of new vocabulary and grammar. To plan the lesson plan, I need to focus on methodology and strategies to be able to see which things I will do in class, if there is an independent work, which methodology and which strategy I will use. So I will focus on methodology in 3 aspects: communicative, language teaching, total physical response, and audio lingual method. The strategies that I will use are 2. The first one is whole class work, which is focused on conversations and review of worksheet answers, and pair work in speaking activities. The next point of a lesson plan is an anticipatory set. The teacher talks about the importance of making wishes in life. All the people like to have a wish and make it true in life, but all the things are possible. The teacher tells a small story to the students about how she got her first phone as a present birthday wish. The main teaching input is also very important because that's how teachers plan all the class and all the activities they will approach with the students. First, we will always begin the class with a warm-up activity, and this activity is very important because we will make students increase their motivation. The teacher asks the students some questions about wishes, and if they have one wish or if the wish is already come true. It is always important to have a small conversation with the students and know about the things that they think, because that's how we are going to able to teach them something new if they are very open mind with us. The next point of the main teaching input is that teachers show learners a small video about how people wish to have something in life and how a person needs to work hard enough to make a wish come true. Then the teacher writes on the whiteboard some new grammar vocabulary, which will be phrasal verbs. And my methodology of this class is audiolingual method. Next, teacher handle learners a worksheet with a listening activity. They have to be careful to hear and answer all the questions. This is a communicative activity because all students will be working with, and they will have to pay attention to be able to answer questions. And then the students will work on grammar activity, which is related to the phrasal verbs, and they have to correct the sentences. They have to write down the correct answer with the past verb in the sentence. And this will be an audiolingual method because they will work individually to answer all the grammar all the answers for the grammar activity, which is related to the phrasal verbs. Then the teacher will go around and assess the students if they have some trouble with the class or they need some help with something in the class. I will always walk around and assist them if there is a problem. Then the teacher will check the answers of the listening and grammar activity. All students will have the opportunity to participate in this activity, which is the methodology of total physical response. All students will have the opportunity to participate and be able to speak out loud what they think about the topic. And it's really okay when they are making some mistakes because one learn from the mistake to don't make it again. And I think it's good when they make the mistake because then they will never forget which things they did wrong in class to apply them good in the real life. Students will have a discussion activity about their wishes, what wishes they would like to be true, and they will write down 2 wishes on their notebooks, and then they will discuss with her or his partner about their wishes. And this is a communicative activity because the students will interact with each other and be able to communicate about this topic. And last, the teacher will conclude the course asking questions related to the topic. The next part of the lesson plan is modeling. Modeling means that teacher gives at the beginning of the class a small activity to do with the students, which is related to the warm-up activity, because the students then will be able to learn something new in the course and have more interest in. There will be more interesting about the topic, and they will be also more motivated to learn about something new. The teacher will always ask some questions to students to be able to participate in the conversation and hear their different opinions. It is always important to enroll students to the new learning topic. Then it will be a guided practice is another part of my lesson plan. Students will develop the activity in pair work. They will discuss about their wishes, if they have already make one, and if it come true, the wish, and they will discuss this activity with his or her next partner. They have to use new vocabulary related to phrasal verbs or the verb wish with the new words that they will approach in the class. I think it's very important that they always have the chance to speak, because I think reading, writing, hearing, it's very important, but I think also it is really important to speak, to be able to see if students are really acquire the language, because one can be really good at writing or hearing, but the speaking it's always very difficult, and that's how they will approach they will have a better pronunciation of the words. An assessment, the teacher will show students some pictures about wishes and some videos about wishes, and then students will have a better idea of the topic, including the construction of the grammar related to phrasal verbs. And my last part of my lesson plan is closing review and follow-up. The teacher will end up the class by giving students an assignment to do at home. They have to write a small story about one birthday that they already had in the past, using the new vocabulary and grammar, and they have to tell about the wish that they made on their birthday, if they remember. If not, they are able just to make a story to tell the class for the next class, and they have to use phrasal verbs to express to write the sentences, and they should not forget to use the verb wish, which is very important in this context, because that's how they are going to tell which wishes they've already made. And to conclude the lesson, the teacher will ask the students of questions related to the topic to make sure that that the students are aiming correctly the topic. Thank you very much.